Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first DS battle that I've done in a while that I've actually recorded. It's a battle that I did today against somebody in Rocket Grunt AJ's Twitch chat. Let's go. I used a bunch of Gen 1 Pokemon. Lively used a mix. I started off with an Alakazam, as you can plainly see here. Most of my Pokemon are shiny. He started off with a Dragonite. I decided I was going to switch out because I had something to answer to that. So I brought out my Nidoqueen, who had Blizzard, and he decided to use Surf on my Nidoqueen. Super effective, of course. I tried to use Blizzard at this point, but unfortunately I missed it, which sucks noodles. So went out and used another Surf, which killed my Nidoqueen right then and there. 2 shots. That's all it took. So I bring out my Raichu, and I go to use Nuzzle because I wanted to paralyze the thing, but he instead brought out a Sceptile, which I nuzzled instead for like almost no damage, and of course, naturally, it paralyzes because Nuzzle does that. Nuzzle guarantees paralysis. That's when he decides to Mega Evolve the freaking Sceptile into a Mega Sceptile. Now it's Grass Dragon, and unfortunately, my Nidoqueen has already been knocked out, so I just decide, what the hell, I'll go for an Electro Ball, for completely forgetting that Mega Sceptile has Lightning Rod. So I withdraw the Raichu. I bring out my Charizard, because Fire-type moves are Fire-type moves. He goes for the X-Scissor, which does a decent, well, does 13 damage. So he withdrew, but I was going for a Flare Blitz. And he brought out a Raichu. I don't think he was expecting Flare Blitz, but I did a Flare Blitz. Bagoosh! One-shot the Raichu. Also, I think, yeah, my Charizard's got a Charcoal equipped as well, so a little more damage there. So he brings out the Dragonite again, and I figure, oh, what the hell? I'm going to try Flare Blitz a second time, see how well that goes. Doesn't go all that well, I don't think. It did decent damage, but not as much as I wanted it to. And he, of course, goes for the Surf, and that pretty much takes out my Charizard at that point. Yeah, so now I'm down 2 Pokemon while I think he still had he had 5. I bring out Blastoise because my Blastoise knows Dragon Tail, which is super effective against at least 2 Pokemon on his team. 4 Pokemon actually. It's strong against 4 Pokemon on his team, which we'll get to in a moment here. I Mega Evolve the Blastoise into Mega Blastoise, as you can plainly see here, and I decide to use Dragon Tail. And Bagoosh! It did really good damage, and it swaps out the Sceptile into Gallade. He goes for the Hypnosis, unfortunately for me. So that puts me to sleep, but I only spend 1 turn asleep before I wake back up again. He goes for the Earthquake, doing decent damage, but I wake up and I go for Toxic on the Gallade. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, at this point here, we've got, he goes for Hypnosis again, completely misses. I go for Scald. Of course, I can't burn, but the Scald did very decent damage. The Toxic, of course, is going to bring him down into the yellow. Goes for Hypnosis again on my Blastoise. That was kind of annoying. And I stay asleep, unfortunately. And this is at which point, okay, yeah, I forgot. He takes the Toxic damage. He goes for Focus Blast. I don't remember if it knocked out my Blastoise. I don't think it did. No, it didn't, but it did knock down my special defense. And I go for Scald again, which I believe knocked out the Gallade. Yes, it did. It did knock out the Gallade. I just did this battle. You'd think I'd remember this stuff. So that's when he brings out Latias. I guess he forgot that I have Dragon Tail, but he goes for Fly. So Dragon Tail was completely pointless at that point. But I know that I don't think Fly should I knew Fly wasn't going to take him out, so I went for the Dragon Tail just to get some damage off and force a swap. So the damage gets done, the swap actually occurs, and out comes the Dragonite. I really didn't want to see that. He goes for dive. I went for Dragon Tail. But the second attack, I did not go for Dragon Tail. I actually went for Toxic again, poisoning the Dragonite. Like so, as you can plainly see here in the video. So he then goes for Flamethrower. That confused me. I think the Pokemon must have Final Gambit or something like that. I don't know. I do go for the Dragon Tail. I knew that I was going to swap him out if he lived, but that was fine because at this point I was just trying to beat a troll. And out comes the Sceptile, who's paralyzed, but he somehow is still faster than my Blastoise. So he goes for the Leaf Blade, knocking out my Blastoise. And now I'm down 3 Pokemon at this point, and I bring out my Beedrill named Pikachu for Pokemon Rusty. Pikachu has a choice scarf. So I knew my Poison Jab was going to take him out. He then brings out Latias. At this point, I'm forced to, of course, Poison Jab. I didn't swap, even though I should have. Knocked out the Latias. That's when he brings out Reshiram. Now, I'm stuck in Poison Jab, so I decide, what the hell, I'm going to see what I can do. So I go for the Poison Jab. Boom. It does decent damage, and it poisons the Reshiram. He, of course, is going to use Fire Blast, which is going to annihilate my Beedrill, like super dead. And this is, I think I bring out Alakazam. No, I bring out Raichu. No, I do bring out Alakazam. Alakazam actually has a Life Orb on it because I was being silly. And he goes for Psychic, and that doesn't knock out the Reshiram, but that's fine. The Fusion Flare does not take out my Alakazam, but the Poison does take out Reshiram, knocking him out, as you can see. So that leaves him with the Dragonite. I was very leery about it. I go for the Psychic again, and that knocks out the Dragonite, obviously, and that was the game. Good game, Lively. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.